You gotta wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh yeah, you gotta wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh yeah, Mr. Postman. Hello. Today, I think we should have a bit of a Doctor Who appreciation night. I just think that we don't necessarily always say thank you for all of these wonderful gifts the Doctor Who legacy Susan and Lee have given us and brought us and wonderful things. So I think we should do little letters. We should do little thank yous. We should do little messages to Susan and Lee as they join us tonight. So we're going to have a lot of sucking up, a lot of kissing ass, a lot of going, yes, this is wonderful. And of course, we're going to have a few giveaways as well. And we'll have a few little bits of gameplay from me. And we'll have a team of a week. And of course, like we always must do, we should start with a little spot of Vivaldi, don't you think? Yo! Well, Mr. Postman, look and see, oh yeah. Is there a letter in your bag for me? Oh yeah. Right. So, here's my idea for tonight. Other than, funsies with the game, Susan, Lee, stuff. I would like to be able to read them and put some stuff on the screen, like cool little messages from kind of you to them. It can be like, dear Susan, I really like it in the game when blah, 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 blah. Or it could be like, dear Lee, this bit of the game was really important to me because, or I really like the community because of this and that. I would like to get a whole bunch of short sentence thank you messages. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. That's not a problem, not a problem at all. But if you do it, use the whole exclamation mark question, and then it'll appear on my little box over there, Addy's little box, and then I can make it appear on the screen kind of here in like a big purple boxy type thing. And then if I see ones I like, then I'll read them out to Susan and Lee kind of during the show. So let's have a bit of a kind of a appreciation, okay? Don't go too far. Don't lie. Don't be kind of like, Lee, thank you for solving global warming, because that's a lie. Don't be like, Susan, thank you for making, Civilization in 7, because that's not out yet. So, no, so keep it realistic. But have a little think. What do you appreciate about, the Doctor Who Legacy team? Is it to do with the payment? Is it to do with the adverts? Is it to do with the constant updates? Is it to do with the plot lines? Is it to do with those weird little brown puffs of smoke that go poof? Is it to do with a certain weekly show that they always attend and some, host that they've hired to entertain you and sustain you? Or is it something else entirely? So, if you want to give them a little message, I will read some out. So you use exclamation mark, question, space, and then you put your message and it'll appear on there. And if you can see above, here, no, there, where's my arm? There's my arm, down a bit, up a bit, down a bit. You can see some examples there in the chat. Well, hello. How are you? How are you doing today? I'm okay. None of you asked, but you should have asked, and I just assumed you'd ask because I thought I'd talk about myself. Now, I do have chocolate on me, so this is actually quite a nicely cleaned iron shirt, but then I decided to try and give Izzy some chocolate, and Izzy was like, wow, great, chocolate! And I'm now wearing most of it. I won't actually show you the bit that's worse, because from here upwards, the shirt's quite nice. I don't know why I'm even telling you about this. This isn't relevant to the game or Doctor Who, but I'm telling you anyway. I am telling you anyway, because. Thank you very much to Labradite, who has put together today's team of the week, which is a bit of a red team tonight. Now, the reason why we're going a bit of a red team is because we've got a new character. Yes, we do. Would you like to see the new character? He says, going into the wrong place at the wrong time. I've got chocolate on my hand. How the heck do I have chocolate there? And there? I'm more covered in chocolate than I thought I was. As you can tell, I'm really focused on what we're doing. We've got a new character. Her name is Polly. No, not Polly Pocket. Here we go. Polly Wright. And it's not wrong. She is a red and green character, and she wears a hat. All the best people wear a hat. All the greatest people wear two. Okay. Oh, I wonder if my hats fit better now I'm thinner. Can losing Can being thinner cause hats to fit better? I'm not sure. I think if your head starts shrinking, that's probably more of a kind of a skull issue than necessarily a head one. It does seem to fit on a little bit better. Yeehaw, little Miss Madam. Do I want to be a cowboy tonight, or do I want to be a fourth Doctor? This one really doesn't fit, but it does look cool. I'd like plonk it on the back. Detective Addy. Hello. I'm here to investigate with my badge. Maybe I'll just change them throughout the evening as I see fit. Although I need to not squash that one down too much, otherwise it just makes me look like a scarecrow. So, Mr. Postman, whoa. How are we doing with these messages? Have we got some suitably sucky-uppy messages yet? I can't see them. I can't get the chat on properly. I don't care. I do care. I mean, if I didn't care, I would keep fiddling with it, but I am still fiddling with it. So clearly I do care. Anyway, Polly Wright, let me show you the whole thing. There she is in her super suit. She's wearing her super suit. She has got her hat. She has got her face. She has got her very cute little fringe. I remember when I had a fringe. Yes, I once had one. Check Facebook. You'll see the photos. No, don't really. You won't see the photos because I'm not adding you to Facebook. Stop adding me, Jane. I'm not going to put you on. She's got a nice little striped t-shirt. She's got a nice pair of blue genie trouser things. She's human. Write that down. She's from London. Her first episode was The War Machines. Write that down. Her first notable associate was the First Doctor. So this is a classic companion. By classic, I mean long ago. Isn't it weird how we use phrases like, classic instead of just like old? You know, we use terminology in such a way that it makes things kind of seem, kind of better and more important than they are. I'm not saying she's not important. I'm not saying it's not good. I'm just saying we like to use language differently. We replace things. It's not old. It's classic. It's not small. It's miniature. And so on and so forth. Right. So yeah, when we've got, and you can see her abilities here, she converts yellow gems and black gems, to red, and that's every 6 turns. So obviously she's a nice little color converter, to get working, which is great. So let's add Susan and Lee to our little show, and I'll get playing the game, and they can be telling you, what is what. Hello, Susan. How you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I am fantastic. I'm going to have a little play with Polly.
Oh, dear.
Not in that way. Did your mind go there straight away?
She looks great, doesn't she?
She looks brilliant. I love the fact that she's very much a child of the 60s as well. I think it's fantastic.
Yes, it was a last-minute switch. We put her in, like, some, hot pants.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So is I'm going to make myself sound really out of date here, but is the actress still alive?
She is, Annika Wills, and she's been tweeting.
Ooh,
yes.
Cool. Oh, in that case, if she's here, hi.
I know. I actually tweeted and said we'd love to get her on Twitch sometime. Maybe.
Hell yes, we would, absolutely.
Yeah. Hear stories about the old days,
Yeah. Are you a Polly fan?
I am, of course. Yes.
And is Lee managed to join us yet? Hello.
Hello.
He's here. The gang's all back together. It's the gang. Is Pete around? We could get the whole dream team together.
No.
I don't know. I know he was in the sound studio today doing some recordings. So I don't know if he's still hard at work or what's happening.
Hang on. So they let Pete in a sound studio.
They did. When all sorts of muffling, exactly.
Tap. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's amazing. So how are you guys? How's the game? How's life? How's everything? Tell me everything, and then when you get to the end, stop.
Go on, Lee. How's everything?
I'm editing levels. I am screaming at the editor. I was woefully unprepared for this chat.
For some reason, Lee thought we were starting in an hour. I said, are we both going on Twitch? He said in an hour. And I said no, in 2 minutes.
I'm trying to rebuild levels. And
yeah.
now I'm talking on you at the same time.
That is my fault. If I could just apologise to everyone for a minute. As many of you know, I'm a teacher, and there's always a few patches in the year when I have like a whole string of like parents' evenings and various school concerts and things, and they always seem to kind of bunch them up, which is good because it means it all happens at once, but it's bad because it always means there's a few weeks of kind of chippy choppy times, and we're in one of those times at the moment. So thank you very much to you guys for being happy with the, being flexible when you watch, and a massive thank you again to Susan and Lee always being so lovely when I come along and saying, I can't do that time for not yelling at me. But yes, that's why Lee is confused. It's my fault, not his.
No. I'm always confused. It's probably my fault.
Lee is confused. That is
always.
true.
Okay. Well, his confusion isn't my fault, but the time changing is.
So let's see what's new. Well, one of the cool things, which I just showed you, Addie, is I got all clever and found out that I could embed Twitch within our webpage. So now you can go to the Doctor Who Legacy webpage, and right there you'll find this live stream and chat and everything else anytime you want.
Let me just see if I can put that on the screen.
Yeah, there was when I did this, I quickly jumped into the channel and told people to go check it out. And there was quickly some gnashing of teeth that, oh dear, we better clean it up in here if people might actually start coming in here more often.
Get the vacuum out.
There we go. There we are on your website. It says www.tinyrebelgames.com. And then the links are on the kind of homepage and things there. So if you ever you're walking around out and about and you don't know how to get onto the live stream, you can get it straight from there. And look, there's you guys talking. I'm streaming you guys talking live on stream. It's double chat just to confuse the heck out of you. You're there. You're there twice. Yeah, exactly. Oh, if I keep going, I might actually get me next to me. Oh, that's going to be awesome. Come on. Let's get the advert to finish. Awesome. I might actually nerd out if that's there I am. There I am. It's me. Oh my God, that's going to be delayed, isn't it? I could try and get something. Oh, okay, no, I did it once before. I am tempted. I once before managed to get like a little sound loop kind of going through by getting it to echo. Oh, that's so good. It's me. Oh, hang on. In a minute though, there's going to be a me pointing at me. Who's pointing at me? Oh man, that's amazing.
We might have to.
That's so cool. It's like one of those like Salvador Dali-esque paintings. It's great. I just need like a clock that's slipping off something and a moustache.
And well, anyway, we did this just because this is obviously one of the most important parts of our community is our Twitch broadcast every week. So
yes,
oh yeah, so we want a nice place for that to live. Oh, there it is. I see the stream within a stream within a stream. Look at that.
Stream within a stream within a stream. So now I'm tempted to put like silly things on it and just kind of like have like infinite really small objects. Where's my huzzah mug? There we go. I'm gonna hold the huzzah mug there for 30 seconds until I get like infinite huzzah mugs.
Oh, I see it. That looks crazy. See, I'm a little bit behind because I'm watching the Twitch stream. I should be watching on my Skype so that I'm not behind.
Oh, if I share my screen with you, then that should speed up. That was a hint, wasn't it? That was one of your like, well, I can't see. There you go. So this obviously has nothing to do with Doctor Who Legacy. This is just me playing around with things. But there you go. So if you find yourself on the Doctor Who Legacy website, you can go and check out me holding a mug in infinite mug. I'm sure being a philosophy teacher, I should be able to say something very, very clever about this rather than going, there's that something to do with infinite regression and stuff. Anyway, moving on. So Lee, you've been working on plots.
I've been working on levels. Yes, we are like every week new levels. So we have to build new levels and have them ready to go and test them and check them. And we released some levels last night.
That's easy. We did a new level every day for the Advent calendar. You've gotten spoiled.
Well, yeah. Well, yes and no. Yes, we did, but no. This is in its own way even more complex because it's all story and scripting and stuff like that in there versus the Christmas levels.
Very, very cool. Well, I've just come across the master, so I'm going to read a bit of plotline here. So, looking around. So the Doctor has finally given up then. Taking a little break. You know how hard that man works. I tried to make him take a vacation for all of this saving the universe stuff, but he would never listen. Clever. I can see why he chose you. He walks towards a nearby bookshelf, flicks his fingers across the spines. So, fitting all your stories ending here, no need to flick to the end of the book. The tale of the Doctor's lost army. Everyone knows that everybody dies. Spoilers, sweetie. And now I must fight. Great, cool. Oh, I'm against the master.
I think you're a week behind. Are you a week behind?
Last week I did some expert levels, so I didn't quite finish all of these. So my mission today is to blitz as many of these as possible to get up to date.
What is it, 9 levels? You behind? You better get moving, Addy.
Is it that many? Oh god! In that case, I'm going to shut up and let you guys talk, and I'll blow things up. Hiya!
Well, so let's see. We obviously launched a patch last night. We're really excited that Polly Wright is now a part of the game Manacle Wills, and who's coming next week, Lee? Do you remember?
Who is? Let me open up my big book of levels, or my spreadsheet.
Little book of calm.
I wish you had a big book of levels. Please tell me you have like a magic wand as well. When you open the book, there's like cobwebs in it. Magic wand.
It's sort of the same, isn't it? I do have 2 of them without actually moving from my seat. I can get my hands on 2 sonic screwdrivers.
Ooh.
So sort of. Next week, are 4 levels, which are called the Steps of St. Paul's, Dark Water, Transport, and the Cyber King. This is the lead into the big, epic Cyber King running battle, where you have...
Yes. I remember we showed the artwork a couple of weeks ago. You guys, it looks fantastic.
And Quinn is doing amazing scripting, and it's brought the whole thing to life. So the ones next week rather, everyone will get Bessie because she's needed for the levels, and we'll be getting the Brigadier Cyberman costume into the game. And the week after that is Jackson Lake and the 3rd Doctor Green jacket and a time crystal, I think. And that'll be the big Cyber King weekend battle. And then after that, for a couple of weeks after that, and this is what I started putting together this morning, we've been having a lot of people asking us to go back and put some of the characters who are only available in the store because they were brought out together and were never put in the story. So like packs of Winders and a packs of Oods and the Silent. There are some that just don't drop in the game. So we're going to do a couple of weeks.
So if I can just interrupt you for a second there, Lisa, I'm just using the... this is Polly's ability for the first time, Cocktail Polly. I don't know the reference. What's the Cocktail Polly reference?
We asked our fans for that, and they came up with Cocktail Polly.
Cocktail Polly, and obviously she's a gem converter, so she's going to convert yellow gems and black gems to red. Notice my board of red, and hopefully now we'll be able to blap the master in the face.
And there's an episode though where she mixes concoction together. I think it was against the Cybermen, and that's why
Moonbase? It was somewhere back then. Way old. Yeah, it's Cocktail Polly. Very cool. What was I saying? Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Oh, yeah. We're going to go back and put in some... We're going to put in Webley. Do you remember Webley from Nightmare in Silver?
Yes.
Webley? We added him to the fan area, but he's not in the game. His fan, Webley. So we're going to add him as a character for everyone. And get some of the Winders and Silent and things in that we're missing for a couple of weeks. And after that, something very cool we have coming. And you'll like this because you've been there. You know the experience down in the bay, down in Cardiff Bay?
Of course.
You went to the new one, right? You've been to the 12th Doctor one.
Yes, indeed we have. We saved the universe with him, with our magic time crystals.
You'll be doing that in the game in a few weeks. So after we go back and pick up some of the characters that we missed, we've been working with the guys down at the exhibition on getting art assets and things, and we're doing a couple of levels based on, what are they called? I can't remember what they're called, Cilids or something, CIL? Whoever the enemy is. I always forget the name. So you know the flying...
the Doctor Who experience.
The flying, the sort of like squids in space.
Squidsy things.
Squids in space. Oh, we should totally...
Please tell me that's a song. Squids in space.
No, I love that.
In space. Pigs in space, exactly.
Pigs in...
But that's the Muppets, isn't it?
Yes.
But if you replace that with...
The Muppet Show Legacy.
Put squids in.
Awesome.
You get this. So we're going to be fighting squids and things with some very special exhibition levels and a new TARDIS costume covered with aliens for that week as well. So we have some fun stuff coming up for the next few weeks.
I have asked everyone, before you came in, I don't know if you heard it, I've asked everyone to give us some lovely little thank you messages for you guys, which I'm going to read out probably in like kind of 10 minutes or so. So I'm just going to plug it one more time. If you guys would like to thank Susan and Lee or Tiny Rebel Games or the artist or anything, you know, if you've got like something you really appreciate about the game, whether it's like plot lines or the way it works or something about the gameplay, just, you know, little kind of one-liners or things that you'd like me to kind of pass on to them, then just use the exclamation mark question thing and then put your little comment afterwards, and I'll in about 10 minutes time I'll whiz down the lot and I'll read out some of my favorites. And I've got an awesome name for it because these are like little letters of kind of love. Yeah, I'm going to call it, wait for it because I'm like the adipose. Yeah, I'm going to call it, wait for it, Postman Fat.
Awesome, brilliant, good job, Addy.
Postman Fat, and his, I haven't really got a black and white cat, but Postman Fat and his lots of fat. Early in the morning, he reads out messages to Lee. I think it's going to be a whole new show. I might actually have to put a second show on Saturdays just to incorporate Postman Fat. Anyway, sorry, you can get, so you guys use the question thing, and I'll read out some messages in a bit.
Wait a minute, I've gone back to your screen.
I feel slightly embarrassed.
Did you die? Why are you back on the main menu?
You don't want to ask this question.
No, I don't. Do I? No. Okay.
So I posted on Twitter today that I wanted to know what monster made people hide behind the sofa, since that's what.
Oh yes, you did. I remember.
So,
yes,
we should vote. We need to figure out the creepiest enemy in Doctor Who.
Crispy Master.
Who do you think is the creepiest name, Doctor?
Well, those are my choices. Those three that I put on the picture, were the peg dolls, the clockworks, and our version of the Whisperman, the time.
Would you like me to put that to a vote?
I don't know, unless anyone has a better vote.
Well, if we do your three creepiest, my three creepiest, and Lee's three creepiest,
and then have a final.
Our three creepiest together.
Yes.
Who is the creepiest enemy? So this is
clockworks, the peg dolls, and the Whisperman.
When you say clockworks, you mean the
girl in the fireplace,
the winder. Oh right, yeah. Clockwork. Okay, yep. Clockworks, the peg dolls, and what was the last one? Sorry.
The Whisperman.
Whisperman. Okay, start. Vote, go. If you haven't done voting before on the channel, then where the hell have you been? You need to type exclamation mark vote and then the number of the one you want to vote for. So if you want to vote for the peg dolls, you do exclamation mark vote space 2, and that would give you 1 vote for the peg dolls. Obviously, it's not quite as cool as Postman Fat, but how much is Postman Fat? Obviously, me and Lee, while playing this game now, will be trying to think of, right, 3 more creepy enemies, creepy enemies. It's all right. We've got like 40 minutes of show to think of them.
I'm before you do, I'm going to get the creepy little children from The Empty Child and Dr. Dances.
Oh, you can't. Why?
I'm calling those. I'm having those.
Wait, which ones, Lee?
The World War II gas masks on various faces caused by nanobots. Creepy. Empty Child.
Things I know that they'll be. I need to like find Agrajag because she'll be like the fountain of knowledge and all things.
Okay, I'll have that. I'll have the
You better remember that. I'm not writing this down, so you better remember.
You have to remember these things. I just pace around office.
I'm playing your game.
That's okay. That's best excuse ever.
I misvoted. I thought one was peg dolls. I picked clockwork. Well, I could never decide. Okay.
You cocked up your own vote.
I did. I suck.
Scarecrows, Family of Blood. Scarecrows have always been creepy.
Oh, you got Nick Family. You can't have Family Blood and Empty Child. You might as well just go there and have the angels as well and blink it. Who am I missing? Polly. I'm missing Polly. I'm missing our brand new one. There we go. Right.
Did you know Susan and I made a puzzle game years ago, which isn't Doctor Who?
Did you know?
What?
Do you know this is our second puzzle game? Second gem game we made. Yeah.
Was this Duke Nukem 3D the word game?
It was Puzzle Kingdoms. And the funniest thing yesterday, we found out that it was on sale. It's on sale right now on Steam for like $2. So if anyone, wants to see the gem game we built, well, we cut our teeth on making gem games before we did Legacy. Go to Steam and pick up Puzzle Kingdoms. I think it's like $2.30. And it's...
What's good about it? Like what are you? What did
I need to grab the link?
How did you make it your own?
Is there a link?
Yeah, go grab a link. You can get a stick. If you just Google it, the puzzle Puzzle Kingdom Steam, then you can paste that link in.
Sorry
if you didn't. You probably knew that already. Sorry.
We really like Puzzle Quest, the gem game, and we went to the creator and we said we want to make a gem game with you, and he amazingly said yes, so we did. And it's more of the gem mechanics different. You slide things. You have to check it out. It's fun. There's probably some YouTube video up there with the trailer. I'm sure we did a trailer at some point. But they ported it to PC and threw it on Steam, which is cool.
Cool. What was it originally on?
We did what was the launch? Sue? DS? What did we launch?
It was DS and Wii.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could have been too many Wii gem puzzle games. That must be a very small genre.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a fun game. I liked it. I was happy about it.
Oh, a little bit of Susan and Lee nostalgia. Right, let's find out our creepiest enemy. So before I hit the result button, though, what do you guys think will be the winner out of Clockworks, Peg Dolls, and Whisperman?
I think it's going to be the Peg Dolls.
See, you said Clockworks from Versailles.
From
I think the Clockworks from later, from London, from Deep Breath.
Oh,
even though they're sort of the same characters, the ones who took bits of organic material, in front of you and dropped skin all over their faces. That was
called
quite
the two-something man, the two-armed man,
the two-faced man. What do they call him?
Half-faced man.
There we go. Oh, Addy will know.
Yeah.
See, I think half-faced man.
Yeah, for those of you that mock me for not Doctor Who, there you go. Actual Doctor Who knowledge from me.
Episode that you've seen, isn't it, Addy?
Shut up!
I thought they were creepier in Girl in the Fireplace. It was that sound. It wasn't just them. It was the sound associated with them too. The tick-tock.
What's the hid under beds?
You didn't think the fact that when you look around the restaurants and nobody's breathing, that wasn't just really creepy?
Yeah, that was creepy too.
Okay, anyway. Okay. Who won? Who won? Addy, pose.
And the result, Clockworks 15, Peg Dolls 26, Whispermen by a mile 42.
I did not see that coming. Wow. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Please vote now.
So Lee's one. So did you have 3 or 2? What did you got? You see, you
Scarecrows from Family of Blood.
Okay.
Nobody's.
Yeah.
You know, we should do, since you're in the library, the Vastra Narada. We really should, because that's quite
Someone
creepy.
said that in the
Shadows
song.
that eat you.
Yes.
That means I've got to spell Vashta Narada.
Just put VN.
No, I'm a teacher. Vashna Nirvana.
You've massacred it. And
I've absolutely massacred. There you go. So if you want to vote, this is Lee's one. So you got option vote 1 for the Scarecrows from the Family of Blood. Vote 2 from the Empty Children.
Oh, there we go.
Empty Children sounds even weirder than Empty Child for some reason, but don't think about it too much. And vote 3 for the Vashta Nirvana. It's Vashta Narada, isn't it? It's not Nirvana.
It's Narada,
yes. I've just murdered Buddhism. Sorry to any Buddhists that are currently watching. Sorry. Right now I'm laughing on my own. Okay, that's not for the first time. It's fine. So,
what else? We got Anglicon coming up soon. A few weeks.
oh yeah, when's that?
Soon.
June,
What date is that?
the weekend of June the 12th. And we have so much going on there. A crazy amount going on there. Panels,
tell me what you've signed up for.
I think there's going to be something that's kind of like a game show that we're involved in too. That's kind of like.
Please tell me I'm running a game show. Please.
No. I think we're participants.
Oh no.
And there's a big
it's
breakfast
a knockout Tiny Rebel Games
that Ace is going to be at, and Colin Baker is going to be at, and the guy who what's his name, John Davey, who does a lot of different enemies. We're all going to be there, and our breakfast table sold out. So strangely, people want to sit and have breakfast with us, which is cool.
I can't wait to see who ends up on our table. And we're doing a party thing, aren't we?
And everyone made us look so good. We were told there were a couple seats left, and could we mention it, on social media? I think within like 5 minutes, the seats were gone. So that was cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I never tried to be, no one ever could be. Next wave, second wave, and I'm now taking on the Master and the Toclafane. Eek! Right, let's see if I can take him down disgustingly in one shot here. Let's turn the board red, thanks to Polly and Winston. Can I turn the greens that way as well? Yes, I can. We'll boost them using this. Come on. Fire! Boom! Ha-ha!
Huzzah!
Yes, we can. With no warning, the Master vanished, escaping through time and space. Cheap. The Doctor always had a rather low opinion of him, and now I can see why. That may have been true in the past. Ah! Oh no, it's Missy! It's Missy! But things change, don't they, Melody? My, look at you all, like lost children or a pack of adorable but ultimately gullible and disposable puppies. A disposable puppy? Remnants
it's a thing they have in
of
the
a
future.
history.
Don't ask.
Disposable what? What, like single use? She scans around the room, her eyes lingering on the Brigadier Lethbridge Stewart. Oh, I do like a man in uniform. You're not going to like this one. Ha-ha! Awesome. Disposable puppy. You see that? Now that's creepy. I'm going to add. That's going to be one of my 3. Right. So last chance to vote for Lee's creepy stuff. Vote 1 for Scarecrows. Vote 2 for Empty Children, and vote 3 for the Vashta Nirvana. And I'll close that in about a minute. So there.
It's a goofy shirt today. So what else is coming? Lee should talk about what else is coming soon. We're going to have all the
Wait a minute, Anglicon. What's the little?
Sorry.
Isn't there like a party going on, like a thing in a hotel nearby?
Yes, we'll get the details out there soon for people who are going. But there's going to be a little Addy posse twitchy meetup going on at the hotel across the street with a bartender and stuff.
Be careful about the Addy posse. They tend to get drunk and frisky. Okay, just saying.
Obviously, it was their idea to begin with. So yeah, so we're
well, the whole Anglicon, the things they do to me.
So who are the channels going? How many people here are going to the Addy to Anglicon? I hope lots of people are coming.
Whoops. I'm sure they will answer
very,
very soon. It's organised by Tegan, is it Tegan?
Yes,
Tegan,
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember she came on the show a while ago, didn't she? Yes,
Yeah, we're really excited. This is like the most involved we've been in a conference so far. You know, Gallifrey 1 was fun, and we've done stuff with the Chicago one, and Regeneration Who, and the Long Island Who, and this is the first one that we felt like just really a part of the family of what's going on, which is really cool.
I still think you guys should work on the TinyCon or whatever you call it.
I like that.
Well, knock me down with a feather. A rather strong temporal quake, if I'm not mistaken. Is that the doctor knocking? Perhaps it's appropriate to end this dance here. Ta-ta!
Which borough of London were you just then jumping between?
Dick Van Dykus. No, she have to get back to the TARDIS. Nowhere else is safe. A victory! Ah! Right. I'm closing the vote. Scarecrows, 6 votes. Empty Children, 56 votes. Vashta Nirvana, 55 votes. So a lot closer, but the Empty Children have taken it.
And now it's time for your vote, Eddie.
Now I need to... you guys need to talk about something for a minute while I just have a little think about creepy stuff. So think of something to talk about, and I'll put on my thinking face.
Well, I was going to say, Lee, do you want to talk about the fact that the expert costumes are going to be coming fairly soon? When are they coming?
Soon as we have a break from knocking out heavily scripted levels every week. Yes, we need to go and make lots of entities in the database and create costumes for all expert characters. And then we will have them drop in a game. So those of you who have been asking us for months, it feels like, to put these in the game as drops, we will get them and we will create cool content and you will play them. So that's coming soon. Loads of stuff coming soon. Soon we'll be starting
classic companions. More classic companions.
More classic companions. Looking forward to the next season of the show, which is coming towards us at a startlingly fast rate.
And hang on. Tennant Doctor Who is on Disney XD now.
Yes. So American children and Disney fans can now terrify their children with the Satan Pit, which I'll probably have to rename for American television, and various other creepy episodes from the 10th era. I don't think I'll rename it, but it'll scare the hell out of some children, won't it?
Yeah. That'll be fun. But
they're starting with they've got the rights to do New Earth onwards in the Tennant era. So if you are in the States and you have somebody in the house who watches Disney XD, you can catch them Saturdays, Sundays. I can't remember. I think it's on a weekend.
And Doctor Who's coming to India, like the whole thing, the all 8 seasons.
See, it just took 51 years for that to happen. It's now airing on the moon.
Addy is quickly trying to research the names of 3 characters who've appeared in Doctor Who.
No.
He's writing down like, I don't want a canine.
Daleks, Cybermen. Yeah, canine, exactly.
Yeah, okay, I'm ready with my 3. Okay, here we go.
That sounds really creepy.
Now, I'm not on purpose going to pick the Weeping Angels because they're a very famous Doctor Who enemy, and I think we should go a little bit more rarer than that. And obviously, the Angels are very, very creepy. So I think we should just all say yes, the Angels are very creepy, but let's not include them in this. So my 3.
You're going to go with something more obscure like the Daleks, right?
Yeah. I'm going to go with the Silence, incredibly creepy, fingers and stuff. We've got one behind us here. Lots of fingers, can't remember them. Very, very scary. They hang from ceilings, creeps you out. You wake up and you realise you've got loads of like paint on your face. So Silence, we vote 1. Bit more obscure, but still very, very, very creepy, I think. Whatever the creature was in Midnight. We never find out what it was, but it bangs on things, and then it makes people repeat each other and get in each other's sides of each other's heads. That always creeped me out. So we'll have the Midnight, let's call it the Midnight whatever, because we never found what it was. But it was creepy. In fact, it even was more creepy because we never find out what it was, And, God, that episode was creepy with Midnight. And everyone got, like, yelling at each other, and they were repeating, and then they said things at the same time. That was creepy. And thirdly, even more obscure.
You never watched.
Midnight? I saw Midnight. It's one of those interesting ones because there's no real companion in, is it? Because isn't Donna's left behind in a spa or something?
Yeah, Donna's busy having a spa.
Having a nails done and the doctor's out risking his life on a tour bus or something. Yeah.
And the third one is I'm going to go for the creatures from the waters of Mars. You know the ones
the zombies things. They were quite creepy.
Waters that kind of comes out of their face. Their lips are all kind of cracked and stuff, and like they kind of look normal, but they're kind of off normal because their eyes are really quite scary and to go with your thing, creepy, hiding behind the sofa stuff. So they probably have names, but I'm going to call them Water of Mars zombies because that's as good as I can get. So start vote. So if you'd like to vote for the Silence, vote 1 if you'd like to vote for the midnight whatever. Vote 2 if you'd like to vote for the scary Waters of Mars crazy lit thing. Then vote 3. Who do you think's going to win out of those 3, Susan Lee?
I think creepy Waters of Mars zombies. They were really creepy. I remember the first time I saw them. They are like unsettling, aren't they? Because they're so lifelike, so like creepy humanoid.
It's off. Just off normal. I think that's what makes it creepy. Like they should be normal, but just with a little change here and there. It's like the oh, I know what I should have done for creepy. The plastic version of Mickey from the very first episode.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Yorton Mickey.
Just ridiculous
and wonderful at the same time. It's like we have no budget for Mickey Yorton. Quick, cobble some. No.
I think it was great because it did look like a plastic, just a very shiny human.
And it was great because all the way through the episode, nobody. Doesn't he get in a car and drive off and nobody suspects this? Like,
yes,
and he's trying to play it quite straight, but nobody realizes that this guy is not Mickey. How long have I known you, Mickey? Well, you look slightly different today. Is it your hair? It's a big cutscene here. You're gonna narrate all of this in your voice.
Of course I am. The TARDIS doors slammed shut with what sounded like a large and hollow. The 12th Doctor reappeared, shocked, in the middle of the console room. Warren, Ellie! He pats himself all over, checking that he's really all there. He points at the older River song. You're taking some serious play for this one. He points at the younger River, pushing a lever slowly down. The lights dim. The TARDIS engines go up in an octave subtle. Octave what? Octave suit play?
Subtle. Octave.
Octave subtle?
There should be more spaces there, I think, than there currently are. It's okay.
The TARDIS engines go up an octave, subtle, just but the roar is so all-encompassing in the crowded control room that everyone notices and looks around. And you, younger one, your timeline is at fault too. Now, if I can just boost the power. Jesus! What the hell? Did someone just fall from the sky? Who was that? Was that Donna? Or someone? Someone just fell past the screen. That was amazing.
I know.
You guys are really going for the animation with these. It's awesome.
It's Coenda's really been upping the ante on that stuff. It was the 11th Doctor.
The 11th Doctor appears horizontal. Oh, right, several feet off the ground and falls unceremoniously. He wipes his jacket as he lifts himself off the ground. I always meant to build a robot to keep this place clean. Keep boosting the power.
Why doesn't he have a whole army of robots in the TARDIS? Why isn't that a thing?
Making a thing. The web of time is collapsing, and all of me being here along with all of you, given how intertwined our threads and timelines are, The 10th Doctor walks into the control room through an adjacent door. The timeline's just snapped temporarily, but the TARDIS can hold everything together. At least we think she can. One by one, the incarnations of the Doctor returned, until... There's the 8th Doctor, of course. Oh yeah, they all are. There are places in times and space where the destinies of two people collide. Places that are so important that the stress they put on the web of time is incalculable. 13 of me is bad enough, but being at the library with 2 versions of River Song, let's just say we need to be a lot more careful in the future. The 11th Doctor walks up to Professor Riversong. I looked after them. We went on a field trip to the library. I never doubted for a second that you would take care of them. I just checked out a book. Great.
Great.
I'm so glad. I've just defeated the master, but I'm glad you've got some light reading for the journey home. That's fantastic. Then it's time to devise a plan, Brigadier. Follow me. Victory! Hooray! I won.
I think that we should have the ability to download the audio track of Adipose reading the script of Doctor Who Legacy.
No, we really don't.
We really don't. Really.
No, you really don't. Plus, you'd have to have like one of those cheesy, like on the back of the CD. There need to be one of those like cheesy like photos of me in black and white. Whoever reads the audiobooks is always like on the back
like
in black and white, like looking
like a big grin on your face,
looking thoughtful. Like kind of like. They're always like sitting down with like their knee up, like as if that's how they read the book, the position that they sat there for the whole thing. Type thing. Hooray! We won. Right, let's find out who won the results. Okay, so we had The Silence, 15 votes. The Waters of Mars Zombies, 34 votes. But the runaway winner, The Midnight Whatever, with 73 votes.
So now we need to have a finals. So what do we have? We have the Midnight Thingies. We have...
Yeah, so I'll put The Midnight Whatever in third, because my vote was last. Midnight...
Thingies.
What, the Midnight Whatevers.
Whatever.
And then Lee's winner was the Empty Children.
Yes. And the Whispermen.
And the Whispermen. Now we've got some giveaways tonight. Shall we get the code up on the screen?
We do, yes. Hang on a second. I shall give you the code now.
Yay! Okay, so tonight we've got we're going to go to commercial in a second. I'll put the code up. I'll give you the code. I'll put it in the chat, and then we'll head to commercial. We've got a quick giveaway for everybody, and then we've got an Addy Gold giveaway right at the end. Can I tell them what the Addy Gold giveaway is?
Yes, you can. Yeah, of course you can.
The Addy Gold giveaway is, of course, our brand new character, Polly, which will be fantastic. And we'll be giving away 5 copies of Polly at the end of the show, which is in about 22 minutes. And don't forget, of course, we've got our love letters from Susan and Lee coming in as well with, Postman Fat. I will be reading those out. So if you want to give them a little message, a little thank you, then remember you need to use exclamation mark question and just do a short 1-sentence thank you about something that you really like or something you really appreciate or something that's meant a little bit to you. Don't make it too slushy because I don't want to cry.
I missed the order of the vote. What was 1, 2, and 3? Because I haven't voted yet.
I haven't started.
Oh, okay, fair enough. And the code. This code is for time fragments for upgrading Polly.
Okay, so this is for everybody. Am I correct?
Yes. Expires in an hour and 20 minutes.
Please do not share this on Twitter or Facebook or in your street. This is for you lovely people that have chosen to spend a little bit of your evening with us. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. But a special thank you to you for coming. You know who you are. There we are. So, your code for this evening for your fragments is, if I can make it so it appears on the screen, and ever since I discovered the outline button, I can actually make it visible, which was a very exciting discovery for me. Outline. Oops. There we are. So that's 2238 8687 3793 9546, or in the Scottish doctor's voice, 2238 8687 3793 9546.
Everyone is so nice. People keep saying lovely things with the question and about how great the game is. Thank you. Thank you,
can't
everybody.
read them yet. You can't. You're not. You're not allowed to read them yet. I haven't read them
sorry.
yet. Shh, pish. Yeah. Right. Okay. So we're going to go to commercial, and while we're at commercial, I suggest you put that code in because it will expire very shortly after the show. So that's 2238 8687 3793 9546. We're going to go to commercial, and when we get back, we will have the results of our What Makes You Hide Behind the Sofa the Most. We'll have our Addy Gold giveaway, and I'll take on the next level with our team of the week. We'll see you in 120. Hello, everybody. We're back. Okay, so the code, which is currently on the screen, I'll be taking off very, very shortly. But this is, go grab it nowish because it will stop the expire. It's 2238 8687 3793 9546. And that's a bunch of time fragments, not time crystals, time fragments, which will enable you to upgrade Polly and any other character you want when you when you get that far. I'm going to start the next vote for our creepiest character. So in case you've only just joined the show, then where the hell have you been? But if you haven't just joined the show, then we've had 3 rounds of creepiest enemy. We had Susan's creepiest ones, Lee's creepiest ones, and my own creepiest ones, and we're now putting all the winners against each other. So these are the 3 winners. We have got, from Susan, her creepiest enemy was the Whisper Men, if you remember Trenzalore, all that kind of stuff, and white faces, blah, 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 blah. From Lee, we had all the empty children, or the empty child, you know, are you my mummy type stuff, which is very, very, very freaky. And from me, we had the whatever it was from Midnight, if you remember the creature that banged on the outside, and you never found out what it was, and you never know if it's defeated, but it did go. So I'll start the vote right there. If you would like to vote for Susan's Whisper Men, then you do !vote space 1. If you'd like to vote for Lee's empty children, then you vote !vote space 2, and if you'd like to vote for mine, crazy, scary, creepy midnight creature, then you need to do ! vote space 3. I'll close that vote in probably about 5 minutes time, so you've got time to have a little think and go, really, what was the creepiest? I'm not really sure, and then come back to us.
Can we have a collective? Annika Wills is adorable because she doesn't know what Twitch is, so I've just told her.
Most of my friends don't know what Twitch is.
Yeah, it's totally fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, person of my own age. I have a Twitch channel.
What?
You have a what? A Twitch channel. It's like YouTube.
You should see a doctor
you have
about
a YouTube
that.
channel. No, a Twitch channel. Yeah. Anyway. Right. What was I going to say? Right. Let's start doing some sucking up then. So this is your guys' thank you notes to Susan and Lee. I won't read them all, but we'll read a whole bunch of them. And this is from Postman Fat. Postman Fat. Postman Fat. So Susan and Lee, this is from Style. He says, Susan and Lee, from the bottom of my hearts, both of them. Like the reference.
Oh.
Thank you. Macapaka says, Luzen, you rock all the gems in my world.
Oh.
That's cheesy. That is cheesy. Real Tegan says, thank you very much for all the regular updates. Jody Nye says, thank you, Tiny Rebel Games, for hours of fun. Oh, here you go. Is this question you know the answer to? So if someone plays through the entire game from start to finish, how many hours have they spent playing the game?
We estimate at least 80.
Wow.
Depends on the person. If it's Cherie, it's probably about 2 hours.
Yes. If it's
you, it's probably about 160 hours. I'm just kidding.
But unfortunately,
we would estimate, based on what we know, we think it would take an average normal person like 80 hours to get through all the content in the game.
Evie Gilchi says, thank you for giving us multiple costume that 3 has. Oh, the third Doctor, I assume that is. Yeah. We've got KY Hawkeye from Kentucky, don't you know? Says, thank you for a great game that has helped keep my sanity while far away from my family. Oh, it is a really good traveling game, Doctor Who Legacy. Definitely. Grednax says, Tiny Rebel Games, thank you for the game. You've changed my life forever. Well, you know how those gems can have an impact on lives. Angelina M says, thank you both so much. Oops, no, it just disappeared underneath my fingers. Thank you both so much for being so involved with us and all of your game players. You make us feel like we really matter and are listened to. It's amazing, and so are you. This is a really nice set of messages. I might send you this as a text file.
Please do, yeah. I'm sure the BBC would like to see them as well. So.
ZRS1 says, I love the new loading screen messages. Yes, I heard about that, but I haven't seen it. What are these?
When you load up the game, you know where it says, please wait, ... and sometimes that can be a while if you're in a bad internet connection. Now it actually says things like, cleaning the TARDIS swimming pool, and so forth. There's a list of them. Hang on, if you like, I can read the list of them to you. Let me
I think I'd like the surprise. Is that okay?
Of course it's okay.
Can I be surprised? But I'd quite like that. Ooh.
We were actually thinking, Peter really liked them as well. We were actually thinking about maybe next Twitch we'll do like a bit of a competition to name one.
Oh, that would be awesome. Yeah. That would be very, very cool. Love that idea.
Yeah, maybe an Addy Gold thing or something, for the opportunity to name or to write one of those.
I might have to enter that one.
Singing with Ood is a fun one. I agree with Jody. I like that one.
Speaking of which, though, we're going to start our Addy Gold giveaway now, which is our raffle. So I'll open that right now. So if you don't know what Addy Gold is, then there is no hope for you. But you have been earning Addy Gold throughout the show. And this is for 5 copies of Polly, who is the character right here above my head. First Doctor's classic companion. Here she is, if I can move my finger around there. We've got 5 copies of her to give away. To enter that competition, you need to do ! raffle ticket space and then the number of tickets you want. And then you can have as many tickets as you want up until the amount of Addy Gold. She is in the store. I'm right in saying that, aren't I?
She is. She is in the store, or she's a rare drop in the 10th planet level.
Great. So you can get her by other methods, but of course this would be a guaranteed method of getting her. So do plunge in some Addy Gold. And of course, if you want to check Addy Gold first, you can do !Addy Gold, and I'll close that raffle in about 10 minutes. So if the mods could repeat that, that would be very much appreciated.
I saw a question regarding whether we have plans to employ any UK developers. I don't know if you mean like teams, or I mean Lee is a Brit, and who's an expat living in America. I've only been married to a Brit for 17 years, but I spend a lot of time there. And our co-development team is in Taiwan, so we don't plan to change that anytime soon.
Thank you. Escargel, isn't that snails? Says, hey team T-Rail Games, the Tiny Rail Games. The new loading messages are seriously great, as is everything else about the games.
Oh, well, thank you.
Henwa says, thank you, Lee and Susan, for showing the greedy mega games companies how to really do a free-to-play game.
Oh, thank you.
That is a very nice one. Small Blue Monkey says, Lee, Susan, and the TRG/Seed team, thank you for showing the world how to do a freemium games and for all the time, blood, sweat, tears you give to us.
Oh, thank you. I really do appreciate this, guys.
You should do the, a new like gem set, of like blood, sweat, and tears.
Yes.
Red would obviously be blood,
yes.
Sweat, maybe blue, tears, not sure. Snow Joke, Susan and Lee, thank you very much for Doctor Who Legacy. It was the first mobile game I played, and now I am addicted.
Oh, thank you.
Eshwanky says, I always pronounce that wrong. I'm sorry, I know that's wrong, but it's just funny to say Eshwanky. Thank you, Susan and Lee, for the continued game support. How are you? How is the current ticket count? I know you take great pride in keeping it as low as possible.
20 pending tickets of all the people playing our game. I know, I'm very proud of that. I've been keeping it to under 40 for weeks now. Just taking a lot of effort. And Seed's been awesome about closing them too, because sometimes when they get really techie, there's just some things that we can't help with. But yeah, they've been awesome.
Fantastic. Spots Knight says, my thanks are for the most unique gem mechanic, allowing you to do more than just swap gems. 12 Oswald, dear Susan and Lee, I won! Dear Susan and Lee, thank you so much for the game and for everything you do to the community. We love you. Aww. It's lovely.
Really
lovely,
is.
all this little stuff here. Have I forgotten to do anything while I'm doing this stream? So I've given out the code. I've started the Addy Gold stuff. Oh, we need our...
The vote.
The vote. Yeah. Yes. Okay, so who do you think's won between the Whisper Men, the Empty Children, and the Midnight Whatevers?
I'm thinking it's going to end up being the Midnight Whatevers.
I was going to go the same, because I do think it's the creepiest. The others might be scarier, but if we actually go in creepy, something about never finding out what it is creepy. Okay, so we go. End vote. The answer is... Whisper Men,
it was the Midnight Whatevers.
Votes. Empty Children, 39, and the Midnight Whatevers, which we've now christened it that, by the way. We can never call it the Midnight Creature ever again.
The downside is I was going to suggest to Lee that maybe we do a level that's like, a special level just for Twitch, based on whoever won. But how do we do it based on an invisible enemy? I don't know.
You could have... Well, you could have the actress if you could get her to sign on, but maybe you could just have things bang on the like at the inside of the spaceship, and just have like banging noises, and you have to like go, match gems, bang, bang,
I mean, it's like we're getting better and better at dealing with weirdness, but
that would be a tricky one to do. That would be a tricky one to do.
But I would like to experiment with letting with having an episode where we let Twitch design a level. We come up with the enemy, and come up with the backgrounds, and maybe some abilities and stuff. Like, would you guys be into that?
Hell yeah. Sure they were. There's some very creative people.
We love the idea of doing like sort of more crowdsourcing in our games, and which obviously we've been trying to do all along in a sort of an informal way. But that could be a really fun thing to do on a Twitch episode.
Jen Divine says, I've lost it now because it went past. She said thank you, and I'm sure it was deep and meaningful, but I've lost it. She says, thank you, Susan Lee, for the best mobile game I've ever played. Still addicted over a year later. Keep up the awesome work. What are we now on? 18 months?
We are on 18 months, almost exactly. Yes, on the 20. In 2 weeks, it'll be exactly a year and a half old.
Very happy unbirthday to you. Dragon Heart and Soul says, thank you, Susan Lee, for all your hard work and the attention you give to us all. Nut the Bros. Nuthead Bros? I'm not sure where all the words start and finish there. So thank you for the awesome game. Lots of people saying love it. There's loads of good stuff here. I will, for those of you, for those I haven't read out today, I will make sure I put them all in a text file and I will send them to Susan so she can read them all at her leisure if she wishes. Thank you so much to everyone who got involved in them. That was very nice.
I think you guys are going to love the Cyber King level that's coming. I guess that's next week. Lee's popped off, but I think that's next week. It's really, really well scripted. Coenda's done a brilliant job. I think you guys are all going to be really surprised when you see it.
Fantastic. Yeah. Coenda's the new your kind of like co-level designer,
correct?
Isn't it?
Yeah, and it's really nice just having sort of fresh eyes on the project. He's done, especially on the scripting side, he's really gotten into doing cool things like that. Like even little simple touches like when the 11th Doctor falls to the floor, and so we keep seeing bits and pieces like that just crop up in the level design, which is great.
Fantastic. So I'm just making sure I get this file sent correctly before I screw it. There's loads of thank yous here.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. I'm halfway through. Did anyone tell me what the translation for l'escargot was? I'm sure it's snails, isn't it? Or is it
escargot?
Differently? Wasn't that the name of the guy whose stuff I read out? Maybe it wasn't.
Oh, I didn't see that. Sorry.
Right. How are we doing on the Addy Gold? Right, Addy Gold giveaway is going to be closing in 2 minutes' time. So if you want a chance of winning yourself a copy of Polly, who is right here, you need to enter very, 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 very quickly. Do you want what's coming up next week? What are the next upcoming releases?
Well, that's a big one. Is the Cyber King fight? I don't remember off the top of my head if Jackson Lake is dropping next week. It might be. I mean, right now the doctors are sort of all going back through their timelines and doing stuff. So it could be. But I'm not sure. I don't want to say for sure. I know the next 2 weeks are Cyber King battles, which Lee's been so excited about. It's really, like I said, not to harp on it, but like the missiles coming at you and stuff. It's really, really neat. It's some of the coolest stuff we've done in a while, I think. Fantastic. So that's a big one. We're dealing with getting a lot of new art approved, including the stuff that like Lee was saying for the Cardiff exhibition, which I know the guy who actually designed the squids, which I don't think we can decide what they're called today. Loved them himself. Apparently, he saw the picture and was like, "My babies!" So he's excited too. So that was really cool. So we're just hard at work getting more stuff in.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So just to confirm, so the new release next week is the next part of Chapter 4 where we take on the Cyber King.
Exactly. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And that's Wednesday night for UK players and
correct.
Wednesday evening for everyone else.
Correct. Well, no, it's Wednesday night Pacific, so it'll be Thursday morning for you.
Right.
That's just like today.
Well, it depends how long you stay up. If you're the kind of person that stays up to 1 in the morning, then maybe.
Exactly.
But who would do that? How's your sleep recently? Because I know you in the past you were kind of saying you were working like 24 hours and all that kind of stuff.
Not so bad. I'm getting more sleep than I used to. Forcing myself.
Success.
Yes.
Improvements.
Yes. When we're not binge watching something, we just got through binge watching Daredevil at night.
Oh, nice.
Very, very good, by the way, if anyone hasn't seen it.
Let's find out who our lucky winners are. We've got 3,378 ticket entrants, and we'll pick the first 5. If your name comes up more than once, then sorry, you won't be winning twice. And Susan will send you your messages.
What would you do with 2 polys anyway?
With your codes. What would you do with 2 polys? Right, okay. Winner number 1. ZRS1, congratulations to you. You are our first winner. Number 2. Doctor Who fan, 6,872. Apologies to 6,871. You've lost, but 6,772. You are the winner. Number 3. Les, congratulations. Les, real life friend Les from the Addy Meet is now a proud Polly owner. Number 4 is Les again, so no. It's Joanne's 12. Congratulations, Joanne's 12. You have got it, and that. The sound effect is shouting, "Oh yeah," in my ear repeatedly. It's a great sound effect. Oh yeah! And lastly, our final winner. Let's build a bit of tension, because if you haven't been picked yet, it could be you, but it probably won't be. That's a kind of dramatic thing. But it might be, but it probably won't be. But it just could be, but it probably won't be. It's like the national lottery thing. You buy the lottery ticket and you say, "There's almost no chance this will be a winner," but almost no chance means there's a chance. So let's find out. Put your hands on the screen, wish happy thoughts, dream of Polly, think of me, listen to the voice, and oh yeah! It's Shalyn. Congratulations, Shalyn. You are our final winner this evening. I hope you all enjoy your
Congratulations, guys.
Bit of polygamy here. Polygamy. Poly.
Oh, that's
polygamy.
terrible.
Okay. Oh, fine. I suppose if I wrote a song about her, it would be like her. What's the kind of music that starts with polyphonic? It would be polyphonic.
Oh,
I'd have to have several lines though.
oh my goodness.
But what? It's a music joke. Music jokes are cool.
All right, I'm cutting 5 codes that I will send off at the end of the broadcast.
Do you know what a Neapolitan sixth is?
A what?
Neapolitan sixth. I don't know. Someone was mentioning it to me that I don't know what it is, and I can't be bothered to Google it. But I feel it's something I should know. Neapolitan. Any music heads in the chat? Neapolitan sixth.
There's always someone
music
here who knows something about everything, isn't there?
Yeah, where's Tabby Tanner? She'll know what a Neapolitan sixth is. If she's not here and she's watching the recorded version, she's going to be there now going, "Oh my God, it was my moment. It was my goddamn moment."
So it has nothing to do with ice cream, right?
I honestly don't know. It could, well, there may be a slight ice cream link, but I don't think it's intentional.
No.
I guess it must have something to do with
Neapolitan
threes.
pizza?
Threes. Maybe it's triples because Neapolitan is 3 different types of
Ice cream.
3 different types of ice cream. So Neapolitan sixth might be 3 evenly spaced intervals.
Right.
Something like that. We'll have to see. No, look, everyone's just talking about ice cream. No one knows what a Neapolitan sixth is. Fair enough.
Oh, here we go. Look, someone knows. Grednax.
No, I think those are the people that know how to do
I was
Google.
just going to say that looks to me like a
yes,
Google cut and paste, but okay.
It looks to me like a Google. I will listen to anyone that actually knows what it is. I will not listen to those of you that know how to paste from Wikipedia. Labradite.
Look, they all came up with the exact same way to say it.
That is weird. They all had exactly the same wording. What a wonder. They must have all had the same teacher. Hooray for Wikipedia, says Jody, and I agree. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight, Susan. It's been a really, really fun show. I've sent you a text file with those messages. Hopefully you can read through them. And congratulations tonight if you were a winner. Commiserations if you weren't. But don't worry, because there'll always be another giveaway next week. Next week's show will probably be an hour later. Am I right in saying that?
Yes, correct.
Because I've got a parent shooting, so it'll probably be starting now. In fact, it'll probably be starting now. So it'd be great if you guys can come along and join us for that. And obviously there'll be various other streams at other points. I'm getting lots of community involved. I think Macca Packer may have his first stream tomorrow. I know Hughes did some Hearthstone last night. I might be on. I was on at the weekend. If you saw me doing a bit of TIE Fighter, did you create TIE Fighter?
No.
Or is that too long ago even for you?
Yeah, too long ago even for me.
Sorry, that came out really rude.
You mean X-Men versus TIE Fighter?
Yeah, that lot. Sorry, yeah. See, a great classic game that Susan didn't make. That's a rarity. A rarity indeed. And great. So thank you very much for coming, guys. And have I forgotten anything before I close the show? I've done this.
But you were fantastic, Addy.
Oh, thank you. Fantastic.
And you know what?
So was I. Right. See you all next week. Take care. Everyone. Goodbye.